There is no such thing as a provisional patent. There is a provisional application that allows the applicant 1 year in which to fully investigate whether or not there's a market for their invention or whether or not they can get venture capital for this particular invention. However, you must understand that when you file a provisional application, you have 1 year in which to file a regular patent application. A provisional patent application cannot mature into a patent, but a regular patent application can. You don't need a patent attorney or a patent agent. However, patent examination is a complex process. There's technical requirements, there's legal requirements. If you miss a statutory time period, you could lose the opportunity to get a patent. The office strongly recommends that you do obtain the services of a registered patent attorney or a registered patent agent. The office offers quite a few services on our own. We have a website that outlines exactly what it takes to file an application, what the requirements are. We have an Inventor's Assistance Center where you can call and talk to a patent professional to get advice. The office cannot help you prepare or prosecute an application, but if you do choose to file and prosecute the application on your own, the patent examiners will go out of their way to help you understand the process and to make sure that you understand the statutory requirements. The patent examination process is a series of conversations between the patent examiner and the applicant. The patent examiner sends out a first office action detailing exactly and specifically why they feel the application is allowable or why they feel the application is not allowable. If applicant receives an office action that says their application is not allowable, you have the opportunity to come back to the examiner and explain exactly why the examiner is wrong, exactly why your application is allowable. You have the opportunity to amend your claims. You have the opportunity to submit new evidence. You have the opportunity to submit new arguments or new information that the examiner may not have considered. And as I said earlier, it's a series of conversations in each one of the patent examination processes. If at the end of the patent examination process you don't reach agreement as to whether it's patentable or whether your invention is not patentable, you have the opportunity to appeal the examiner's decision to the Board of Patent Appeals and Interferences. You also have the option of refiling that application and going through the examination process again in front of the examiner, again arguing and trying to convince the examiner why your invention is patentable. You also have the opportunity, if you think it's necessary, to come in and interview the examiner, whether that be over the telephone or in person, where you could sit down with the examiner and explain one-on-one why you feel why the examiner has rejected your invention and why you feel your invention is patentable. A patent is given up to 20 years in which to be effective. When you file your application, your time clock starts. So your 20 years is running through the first examination. If you choose to refile that application and go through patent examination again before the examiner, your 20-year clock is still running. The Patent Office has over 5,000 patent examiners. They are the brightest and the best in every technology. To be a patent examiner, you have to either be a scientist or an engineer. You have to have at least a Bachelor of Science degree in engineering or science. Patent examiners are real people. They're people that are passionate about the science, about what they learned in college. They're just like you and me. They're very interested in you. They're very interested in helping you get your invention. They're very approachable. They enjoy talking to inventors. They enjoy understanding exactly why you feel your application is patentable. The Patent Office is hiring 1,200 patent examiners a year. It takes 4 or 5 years before a brand new patent examiner becomes an experienced professional. However, when junior examiners, when new examiners are examining applications, they're doing that under the supervision of a primary examiner, somebody who's been here at least 6 years or more, somebody who is an expert in that particular technology. So at all points of that process, they're being guided by a seasoned professional.